Alright, welcome back to episode 2 of Satisfactory. Last time we got the plate line running, just kind of set up our basic base. We've also got the stone running. So, I thought I'd start this episode out with, we'll just get this done here. Might as well get, um, there we go. We'll get that launched and get that taken care of, and then we're gonna go ahead and just, select our
Milestone
next
reached.
one.
You have unlocked several structures aimed to provide the first needed to build basic factory infrastructure and improved overview.
Alright, so, trying to decide which... That's going to require screws, but I want to get these items here because we're going to need them once we start building, actual factories. Now, I'm going to warn you, this is going to get a little repetitive because just building the basic bases is really repetitive. But I'll try and make it a little more fun, as we go. So first thing I want to do is I want to get the rods ready to go. So we're going to go ahead and pick up our miner here. So pretty much we got one miner in our backpack. Now we got two, obviously, but we're just going to, as we go along, we're going to just pick up we'll pick up one, and that'll get us, the one for the next unit. Now I did not figure in the belts. So we may end up getting a little bit of stuff, that's here and there that we need. But we're just gonna work with it for now. I mean, as we get going, we'll figure out what we need for belts and stuff. But right now, we just need these buildings to get us started. And since we got the plate line right here, that's gonna keep us going as far as all that stuff. Okay, so we got our storage in. We need a constructor. I try to line these up when I can, and with that, yeah, there we go. We'll power this all up as we're ready to go. Oops, what am I doing? Putting a constructor in. Silly me, sorry. I was getting ahead of myself. We actually need a smelter in first.
Milestone exchange concluded. Fix-it freighter re-entry complete.
Alright, so we always gotta deal with the fix-it freighter coming in and stuff, all that fun stuff. So, this is gonna be our basic build. What we did, for the plates is gonna be pretty much how each one of these, other than the screws, is gonna go. And like I said, we're not building this in an actual building, so I'm not real worried about how this works, or it looks for now. This is just to get us going so that we can, build stuff down the, so we got stuff for me to grab to build stuff down the road. Now this next one might be a little more interesting, I think, because we're actually building kind of like a double factory, but I'm trying to avoid this plant here because that'll give us more nuts in the future, but yeah. But let's just go ahead and we'll, I think we'll just throw our power lines in like that. Where do we got one over here somewhere. I know they do. There's one there. Oh, here it is, okay. Put that over here. Pick that up. Now, just need to hook all the machines together. All the machines together, and I know I'm probably way over explaining this, so I do apologize if I am. Oh, yeah, that's right. We need later on we'll probably change some stuff so that it works a little bit better, but that should fire that up if I'm not mistaken. I'm looking for the light. Why are we not have... Okay, it is mining, isn't it? Is it not? Looks like it is, okay. Actually it's not. We should... Oh. Forgive me, it's been a while. like I said before, it's been a while since I played Satisfactory, so I'm going to tend to make a few mistakes here. We did set that up to iron ore, good. And put the rods in there. So as we get enough ingots, you know, we'll start getting stuff done. Excellent. Once we get into actually building our buildings and stuff, it'll be a lot different. But yeah, we're okay. Got ingots coming across. Good. Okay. Just I'm kind of weird that way. I got to make sure everything's working in working order. So you know, I'm sure you know if you guys play this game, you know that you got to kind of try and get stuff work in some form of working order. So we're gonna the beginning of this one is going to be this exact same thing, and the only reason I do this is because otherwise I run out of rods or I run out of screws, and I'd rather not run out of either one, to tell you the truth. Okay, so then we need a place to store those. I mean, if you knew me personally and you played games with me, you'd realize that I talk to myself a lot when I'm playing games. I don't know, maybe I'm crazy, maybe I just need expert advice. I don't know. Um, it's just something I do. I think a lot of gamers do it. I'm not positive, since I don't have a lot of people that I play games with. Personally, I'd like to find some people to play Space Engineers with, but everybody's always on a server and they're like, oh yeah, come join our server. And then you go there and you can never find that person and you can never, so then you're stuck playing by yourself, which, like, geez, why'd I bother joining? But you know what I mean. I'm sure you've all ran into that situation once or twice in your life. It just seems like it happens to me all the time. But we don't care. That's why I do videos, is so I can share my experiences, even though it doesn't always work out that way. So we're going to hook up our lines here, get everything going, and then we'll get the power hooked up, and we'll set everything. And if you guys think I'm over-explaining stuff, let me know. If I'm under-explaining stuff, let me know. I can always change stuff. Sorry, I messed up here. I'm not sure if we can get away with this. I'm gonna see if I can squeeze in a storage unit and then our other unit and then another storage unit. Because I kind of forgot the storage unit here. Yeah, we might have to move everything. It's fine if we do. Wouldn't be the first time I've completely tore something down. Won't be the last. Oops, wrong thing. I've spent hours and hours in this game tearing down my dumb mistakes. Yeah, we're just gonna tear this whole thing down and we'll just start from the furnace and fortunately this is one of those games, where they make it super easy to tear stuff down. Okay, so we need a storage. I don't know why I do that from time to time. I'll get in a hurry, and then I'll start making dumb little mistakes, and then you gotta, 20 minutes later you're in the, you're looking and you're like, wait, I forgot to put a storage in there for that. No, when we start building factories, everything will have its own storage, and each factory will be making, a certain part of what we're doing. No, this is just, I don't know, I call it a beginner's factory. I don't know what other people call it, It's just one of those things I like to build, I like to have basic stuff, because there's so many nodes right here in this area that it's kind of pitiful. And, so I can easily bring more resources over. or whatever I need. Okay, I'm gonna just quick go through and make sure I did it right. Okay, raw ore, ingots, rods, screws. Okay, and we have storages for each one. Okay. So let's go ahead and start hooking all this stuff up with the belts. Like I said, I did not account for the belts because you never know how, you know, when you're building it this way, you can't say, well, I know I use 6 belts for each one of these sections, you know, or whatever, you know, just randomly, you know, throwing that out there, but you know what I mean. You can't just, you know, assume how much you're going to use because we don't have, you know, stuff on the ground to say, you know, hey, this piece going to fit there, that piece going to fit there, you know. Okay, so we'll try and get these by each of the storages. That one there. I know I could skip this middle one, but I kind of like having it there to kind of connect everything because this one always seems to get blocked by the miner. That one's got 4 in it, so we might have to, yeah. So we might have to actually connect here. And that's another reason for having extras, you know, so you got room to connect. And okay, so my power grid shut down, so we might need to go build another power unit, which is fine. You know, one of those unexpected amounts of money we got to spend. Now, I do have plenty of stuff to actually build with, so we're not... Which one shut down? Both of them? Okay, so we went over the power limit, so we'll just have to go power, biomass generator. Okay, I need to quick build some copper. I did not first, you know, this is the this is the funny thing, you know. I'm trying to build this so you guys are actually just watching me build and not watching me sit and make a bunch of wire, you know. And this is another reason why we're building the basic building, is so that we have enough there to actually build the basics. I mean, we're still going to have some stuff that's going to have to be built each time because we have to build separate lines to do everything. And okay, so I want the biomass facing, I think, like that. We'll get it neater later at a later date, you know, but must have put it all in the box or something. Yep, there it is. Okay, well, I'm gonna have to make some more in between episodes. Go pick up a bunch of bushes and stuff. But you'll see as we get going, I tend to do that anyway. I tend to pick up a lot of extra stuff that we don't technically need. Now, once we're done actually building all these things, I'm gonna hopefully run around and start collecting some of the items we need to actually finish. How many? We're gonna grab another stack of plates just to make sure we got plates. You know, 9 times out of 10, these things keep up with me. You know, they're not. But do we have? Oh, we did not set these up, did we? That's right. We ran out of power, so I ran up. Okay. And we need iron rods to make screws. I did set that as screws, correct? I did not. That's the wrong one. Select recipe, screws. Then we got to set up our smelter, so it's correct. I know it's kind of goofy having, you know, 3 iron ore like this. You know, it's are we on standby? Or maybe we're not. Do we have power here now? We have power. Oh, that would explain it, right? So yeah, there we go. I'm gonna talk. I've got a bunch on me because I've been picking up the miners. So okay, that's working. I'm guessing. Yep, we got ingots coming out. That should work. Okay, so yeah, I tend to question myself. I apologize if it's kind of, you know, slowing the video down or making it a little boring. It'll get better once we get rolling and get this basic thing. Now up on top of the hill here, I think if you remember correctly from the last episode, we come up here and there's a copper node up here, and okay, we did put a copper or put a miner on there, so that's good. Now what I like to do is I like to drop down over the edge and then we go out that way with it. So that's how we're going to do this one. As you can tell, I've started here a few times, just a few. This is my kind of favorite area. It's probably the easiest area to start at too. No, we don't get, yeah, we just got the regular poles. We'll get, when we do the next unit, we'll get the next thing. So let's see, we'll put that in there. And then pretty much what we're gonna do is when we go down there, we'll see if we can just connect up here and reach down. If we can't, we'll have to come back up and cause I can usually reach the things up there, but you know, sometimes the game likes to be a pain. But there are some of those fuzzy-tailed hogs over here. We're probably gonna have to deal with them here in the very near future. They're over here. Let's just see if we can kill them now and get them over with. They've changed them a little bit. They didn't need to be. I mean, they've always been aggressive, but you could used to get away with beating the heck out of them and not have to worry about it. All right, so that's good. Okay. So we're gonna put our storage in right here. I can't wait till we get to the next level of storage. These are nice, but I like my other storages better. Let's put it that way. Looking to see if I can see that unit up there. We'll just have to run back up there and get that. When we hook everything up, we'll run up there and do it. So we need a smelter. And we need storage. That's foundations. Which we'll probably end up starting to use in the next episode because, yeah, we're gonna need them. You know, they're you know the base for every single building. So let's see. Now I need one more storage here. So this here will be our copper wire. And before we run up and do all this, let's get all the power hooked up and stuff. I don't think I actually have a power line going up there, so we're gonna need to create that anyway. So okay, so let's go ahead and we'll put one in here, put one here. And then when we go up there, we'll put one up there, so, because we're going to run it right from this line here. Oh, or pole, I guess I should say. So we'll probably end up dragging another pole out here. It's a common thing, you know, you can't make it all the way out here in one shot, so. I really look forward to when we get to the trains, because then the trains kind of become our power line. So we're gonna go up, we're gonna drag a power line up here, and then we'll see if we can't, once this gets started, we'll hook all up our belts. And then we'll start collecting whatever we need to get that next unit ready to go. Okay, so I should be able to, yeah. Let's go ahead and connect this in. I do, you know, like I said, I do apologize about how slow it tends to get, you know, it is a little, yeah, I didn't think we're gonna have to, get this to work. We're gonna have to finish logistics. So do I have enough? How much do we have in here? I'm gonna grab, whoops, that's not what I want to do. So we're gonna go make the parts we need to finish logistics, because we need the logistic poles or stands to get everything up there. So let's just make sure we've got the other items. I can make the copper ones, I'm not worried about that. We need 150, oh, that's rods, that's screws. We need 150 rods, so that's a pile of rods there. We'll grab another pile of plates, because we're gonna need some of the plates for building. So we're gonna have to, even though I don't want to, we're gonna have to build, you know, 300 units of copper wire. I don't know if we got enough copper on us to do it or not, but if not, we're just gonna have to run back up there. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna make enough for 300. We may have to, like I said, go up and get more copper, but that's kind of how things work in this game sometimes. But hopefully, you know, everything works out well. I'm still trying to figure out exactly where I want to take this. I'm going to try and keep from having to do this as much as possible in the game. You know, I'll probably set up boxes at the buildings as we build buildings. Now, I haven't played with them yet. There are blueprints, so we're going to be able to like build our first building, and then we should be able to collect all the items we need, and then make a copy of that building, and then go through and change the furnaces, you know, to make different ingots and all the other stuff, you know. So like I said, I haven't played with blueprints, so I'm not exactly sure how it works, but I know they're in the game. So yeah, we're not gonna, unless we've already got 100 wire on us, I don't think we're gonna have enough. But we'll fill this thing up with as many as we can and get that done, you know. And you know, we're doing pretty good. We're getting right in the range where I want to be, and pretty much I'm going through and making sure I didn't make any super big screw ups when I edit the video. I watch it quick, and it's, you know, pretty much like, okay, no errors, good enough type of thing, you know. I guess we could have skipped this part, and we could have, you know, built some floors and come down enough, you know, where we could have brought the belt out. But I'd rather use the other style and bring everything down, as, you know, so it looks a little neater, you know, because otherwise we're just going to end up replacing it again in the near future. But if we can't get what we need over there, you know, if we can't get enough wire, which obviously you see we're short a little bit, but we're gonna have to go back over and get some. But I got a feeling once we get into well, the first, probably like the first design of the first building's gonna take a lot of work. That's gonna take probably an episode or two, and then after that, we'll just be able to throw them up, you know, once we're making identical buildings, because you know, unfortunately, that is the way this game works. It's a lot of, you know, identical work. So I want to make sure I'm all set up so that we can, you know, let's actually, I think if I go like this, oh, it's not, I haven't set them in there yet for foundations. Let's just go ahead and set that in as a 5. Um, Now I do not, normally I run this on what's called soup mode, and I can pull out as many, I can pull out 10 floors at a time. We're probably just going to build this the cheap and easy way, and then we'll, whoops, where's my corner? This is why I end up grabbing all these things, because they're always in my way and I can't see what I'm doing. Now this guy here we don't have to worry about. He's just a pest, really. I mean, nothing more than that anyway. Okay, if I hit that, can we get, okay, so we can get down onto there. I'm gonna jump down there, and so we should be able to go from here. Ah, darn it. See, this is why I wanted to use the other ones, is because it just makes it that much easier. But let's see. So if we go like, you know, this is probably why I like these kind of games too, is because it makes me think, you know, and well, now how can I make this better so it'll work better? I mean, I did get a little close. I'm not going to say I didn't, so. But because I'm not sure I can get up that height, you know, right away, which is where we need to be, because that's what that is. More or less. But let's just go ahead, and what we'll do is I think I can go up, but let's just go up one extra step each time. Then we'll go out here. Like I said, until we get the other poles, we kind of gotta, you know, do it strangely, I guess. This is the same thing we did over at stone, you know, to get stone to work, and that'll work for now. When we get the other unit, we'll change up how that works, but for right now, that will do what we need it to do. And it's not going to be long, and we'll have a, you know, we'll be rebuilding these whole miners into a full factory where we're getting more than enough ore pushing in and stuff. You know, right now we're not even, I mean, I doubt we're going to even fill an MK1 built, which is what we have right now. But well, my plan is to steal another close to 100, and so yeah, I like to make sure there's no clipping if I can help it, and I don't see any. If I could have, I would have grabbed, you know, 100 ingots and went from there. But this should start making everything, so you know, next time when I'm setting up for a video, it'll be running out here, and we'll be good. But I want to, since we've got a little bit of time yet, I want to get these last 50 of the copper wire built, and we should actually have enough for like 100 and some copper wire. So we'll get that all done, and then we'll get this we'll get the logistics finished so that we can get there. And I hate doing this. This is kind of like this is the part that makes the game a little too repetitive. That's why I'm trying to plan everything out ahead of time. but I think we got one more set of jobs that, or research that we need, or milestones, whatever you want to call them, to get us to the point where we can start, building big factories. It's kind of my plan from here is there's back behind us, there's 5 nodes of iron. There's another node of copper over there. And there's, I think, one more stone over there, and then there's sulfur and some other stuff up on top of the hill, and we're not going to use them all right now, but what I want to do is, for the moment, I want to get everything loaded onto belts and send them over to the area by the lake, which I don't even think I can even, I can bring up the map if I remember correctly, but I can't exactly, say, okay, this is where we're going to build buildings, because I got to get out on the, I got to build all the floors out on the water, which will probably be next episode. We're probably going to stack up on iron plates and cement, and that'll be our next big project that we're going to be working on. And then I'm going to figure out exactly where we're going to put the railroad tracks and stuff, but they're not even, we can't even get trains for another, 1 tier or 2 tiers? I think it's next tier. We get it, it's in the, but then we got a bunch of other stuff we got to build before we can get that far, but I want to have room for the trains, I guess is what my, whoops, what did I do that for? Oh, we are done, okay. Okay, so let's get these in there.
Milestone reached. Conveyor belt. The productivity display will...
Okay, so we got that done. So this is what we need next. This is our research where we can research new items. So obviously, as you can see, this is the reason why we built all this stuff, So now we're going to select that one. No, we're not obviously not going to have enough for this right away, but you never know. There might be 158 in there. But I'm pretty sure we've got 300. This is, like I said, this is where it starts getting annoying to me, is this in the beginning running back and forth, but it's still better than what I used to do. I used to go down here, mine some stuff manually, and then, okay, did we run out of power again? Everything's red, so I want to make sure we got power before we, and this is the other thing that drives me nuts, at the beginning, because we got to run out of bio resources, and it's not the most reliable thing for burning, but I think we might have, yeah, we overpowered, I think, so. No, we ran out of fuel. Okay. So I'm just going to toss the flowers in there for the moment. But I'm going to have to make biofuel whether I want to or not. I'm going to grab these flowers and that and that. The only reason I'm running out of flowers is so we can continue to make stuff, and but this we're going to actually, I think next time we're actually going to build a bio plant. We're not going to have everything we need for it, but we're going to start making bio plant, because when we get this this field research done, that'll give us enough for to start, so it'll give us kind of, they look like hay bales is what they actually look like, so I'm gonna swap that out there, give that any extra it needs. Yeah, we're gonna have to get more bio, but I'll do that in between episodes. I just want to see how close we can get to actually picking up enough to finish this milestone. I mean, if nothing else, I'll wait till the next episode and grab all that stuff again and go from there. Now, I am going to grab a stack of these, or 2 if there's 2 of them. Because what I'm going to do is I'm going to stick them in here, because I know this machine's running slow. Well, it might not be, actually, tell you the truth. Yes, it is, okay. we're gonna stick those in, and that'll get the screws running a little better, because screws are like the most important thing in the game. It's in the beginning of the game, and after a while you get to the point where you're not using screws anymore, and it's just it's kind of a relief when you get to that point. So let's see, we're only 30 short here, so just looking to see, trying to remember what my light key was, but it is B. It's been, like I said, it's been a while. So we need enough in our backpack for 300. We'll wait for another 10 here quick, and shouldn't take too long. I mean, these builds are extremely slow, and we have not gone to the second conveyor, to MK2s yet. We will be using the splitters and mergers later on, because I'm pretty sure, if I remember correctly, this here can very easily overpower one of these, without any without any overclocking. And of course we don't have overclocking yet, so we can't even do anything with overclocking. I'm just gonna grab some more biomaterials, so we've got this. So yeah, I think next episode we're gonna set up the beginning of the bio plant. And then pretty much what we'll do is we'll bring stuff up, drop it in a box, and it'll go through the whole system. And we can't sort yet, so we're gonna have to have separate boxes for the different biomaterials. And in fact, like the shells that we got from the hogs, those will also give us the same benefit, because they'll okay, so we got two milestones done. That's kind of nice.
The molecular analysis machine, referred to as...
Yes, we know about...
The map has been unlocked.
Okay, so now I can actually show that. I'm thinking this is probably the next one we're going to work towards. I'll have to make this. We're not going to make a factory for it immediately. Once we got overclocking, then we'll... Well, I guess we could actually. We could split that line down at copper, and then run it across, run another smelter. But it's just one of those things, No, I'm not in a big super hurry. But the MAM is a special thing here that allows us to do all this fun stuff. So yeah, I don't think we got 45 copper, so we can't build. We'll build it in the next episode, and then we'll start doing the research from the MAM and go from there. So I thank everybody for coming. If you like the video, please hit the like button, subscribe, and ring the bells for future notifications. I do right now we're doing Satisfactory. We're doing a bunch of farming simulator, and is there something else I'm thinking of that I'm missing? Nope, it's just those two. But if you got ideas of games I should try, let me know. Definitely check it out. Otherwise, I will see you guys in the next episode.